Good morning, everyone. Today I am here sitting at the peaceful pond inside the royal palace. It was the former royal palace using from 10 until 15th centuries. This royal palace is located inside the former capital city called Angkor in Siem Reap. This former royal palace were the homes of our great kings who lived here from 10 until 15th centuries. As the history that I study, more than 20 kings who lived here. And it is quite big area with the laterite walls around. It's about 600 meters long by 250 meters. Today, what can we see inside this royal palace? Only a couple buildings still remain inside this building. Only couple stone buildings still stay inside this compound. So the central building is called Vimanakas. I will show you next after this. And then there are a couple ponds. One I'm sitting here is the bigger one. As you know, these ponds we call it Women's Pond. Some people call it Srasray. And behind me is called Men's Pond, Men's Pool. People call it Srapro. But Srasray, Women's Pool is bigger than Men's Pool. Man is smaller. I guess maybe our king got more concubines. But anyway, the purpose of these pools for water using, water supply. I'm not sure that they use it for swimming pools or they use it for water supplies when they lived here 1,000 years ago, 900 years ago. Let's go and explain more what we can see around this royal palace. At the north and northeast of the royal palace, next to the north wall, there are two ponds. One at the east is smaller one. The one at the west is bigger one. The smaller one is called Man's Pool. This Man's Pool is an 800 square meters sandstone pond situated near the east entrance. It was probably part of the first palace. Fascinating to see the stone steps around every corners of the banks go down into the ponds. Now let's go to have a look at one more pond, the bigger one. This pond, people call it Women's Pond or Srasray in Khmer language. This pond is still full of water. This pond is quite big. I guess it is bigger than the Olympic Stadium pond. The access for going down into the women's pond is from the north, because from the north there are a stone steps put together on the bank of the ponds. That is the easy way where people go down to the ponds by using the north stairs. At the south bank of the pond, there's no staircase to go down. Instead of having staircase, there is a tall wall made from laterite. It is also called the embankment. Our ancestors used sandstone to put outside, and laterite we build as a foundation as the embankment. As you see, the walls are completely carved with the excellent bas relief. There are two rows of princess and Naga princess in the middle part, which is similar to the terrace of the leper king. That is located above the wing fingers, male and female guardian figures. and some part of it showing the marine lives, heads of cow or horse. As you still can see the intricate carving on the wall, still there, but some part of the blocks were missing. Now everyone enjoyed walking on the stone steps along the north bank of the Women's Ponds. Some of you may know that inside the palace compound there are not only two pools here, but there are still some more smaller ponds located in the jungle right in front of you. But of course, in this short video, I just would like to show you the most important ones that close to the important temples called Vimyanakas. Right now, let me walk you to have a look at the intricate carving the southwest of the Women's Pond. The corner of the Women's Pond there have a special carving. It is slightly different from the other corner. Especially the carving at the lower part, close to the pond. This intricate carving depicting about the different species of fish, including crocodiles, lizards, crabs, sea animals, that originally they come from the Tonle Sap Lake, which is not far from Angkor. These species of fish were the foods of our ancestors in those days. It's not only the imagination from the artisans showing these carvings, but intentionally that our ancestor wanted to show that this is the fish from the Great Lake. They are the proteins for our ancestor in those days.